Hey Heidi, so what the heck are bombastic wines?
Well, this week, pompous, pretentious, and verbose are probably appropriate adjectives to describe these wines. We're kind of getting off the train, and I think for anybody that's expecting a big old hug from the wine, you may be surprised. These are really interesting wines. And I don't know if they're for everybody, but I thought they were pretty darn good and decided that we would feature this week. Do something a little outside the comfort zone and give you some really interesting wines. Some of them will ruffle the feathers. So we're starting off with the Chardonnay. This is from Sextant. 90% of the juice is actually stainless steel fermented, only 10% sees neutral French oak. For just a short period of time, so it's not your typical Chardonnay, but I thought it had a nice flavor profile. It's got some honeysuckle notes to it, orange blossom, and then in the nose, and then on the palate you're getting that kind of lemon curd and green apple. But I thought it was interesting and a little bit different. Then we're moving on to the groundwork. This is a Grenache Syrah blend. The winemaker and a sommelier got together and decided that, you know, the profile of this wine, and so it's quite nice. Lots of red cherry notes, fairly full-bodied, and it'll be rather interesting. We served this before and sold out rather quickly, so it's been hanging around, and we thought we'd feature it again. Next, we're moving on. This is the Cordon White Hawk Vineyard Syrah, 100% Syrah, and on the back of the label it says "Live well and drink great wine." So a little bit arrogant there that they think this is such a great wine, therefore it became one of our candidates for bombastic. This one is a Rhone style wine. It's kind of, they put it in small French oak barrels. It's fuller bodied and lots of dark fruit. You get a little bit of pepper spice as well. Then we're moving on to the Gunlach Bundschuh, and this is the Mountain Cuvée. This is full-bodied, but it's got a whole lot of flavor, a little more rounded. Super easy drinking, nice dark fruit, get a little bit of earthiness to it, and then we're moving on to the Chocolat Block, which is the pièce de résistance of the bombastic wines. This one comes from the Western Cape of South Africa, and it's a lovely wine. It's huge. It's a monster. 2010 vintage. This one got 93 points from the wine buyer, and I think if you're big enough, you're man enough, you're bold enough, you're really going to enjoy this week's tasting. Still lots of great gift items for holiday. This is, I think, the week we have before we get very focused in with holiday wines. Next week we're going to be doing affordable wines for gift giving and celebrating for the holidays. So come in with the right attitude and you'll enjoy these wines. We look forward to seeing you all at the wine shop, and also save the date for February 7th. We're having a beer dinner at the restaurant at Kellogg Ranch at Cal Poly Pomona. So those of you that have been asking for the beer dinner, mark the calendar. We'll have more details next week. We're meeting with them in the morning. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week, and come by and taste these wines.